In the early hours of January 15, 1874, a group of villagers in the remote Scottish Highlands awoke to find their world eerily altered. The air was heavy with an unnatural stillness, the kind that makes every sound seem muffled and distant. By the time the sun rose over the snow-dusted peaks, word had spread about an unexplainable phenomenon. A massive, perfectly circular patch of scorched earth had appeared in the middle of a frozen loch. The ice beneath the patch was melted entirely, leaving a blackened hole through which the frigid water was visible. This strange event occurred on Loch Morar, a freshwater lake already steeped in local lore. The loch was home to tales of Morag, a creature said to inhabit its depths. But this new mystery had nothing to do with folklore. The scorched circle was unlike anything the villagers had ever seen, and it set off a chain of events that would puzzle scientists and locals alike for decades. At first, the villagers assumed it was an act of God, perhaps a warning or punishment. Others whispered about witches and ancient curses tied to the land. Whatever the cause, the phenomenon attracted the attention of Sir Alexander Fraser, a prominent naturalist and early investigator of unexplained events. Fraser arrived at Loch Morar within days, determined to find a rational explanation. Fraser's initial observations were baffling. The edges of the scorched circle were razor-sharp, as though carved with precision instruments. The surrounding ice showed no signs of cracking or melting, despite the intense heat that must have been required to burn the earth below. Samples taken from the scorched area revealed a peculiar chemical residue, one Fraser could not identify. He described it as a substance both alien and extraordinary, defying classification within the known elements. The mystery deepened when villagers reported strange occurrences in the weeks following the discovery. Some claimed to see glowing orbs of light hovering above the loch at night. Others spoke of hearing low-frequency hums that seemed to emanate from the water itself. One fisherman swore he saw a column of water rise vertically from the loch's surface, only to collapse silently moments later. A shepherd who grazed his flock nearby reported his animals behaving erratically, refusing to drink from the loch and emitting distressed bleats when approaching its edges. In February of that year, Fraser's findings were presented to the Royal Society of Edinburgh. While he refrained from drawing conclusions, his report included meticulous sketches and chemical analyses. The scientific community was divided. Some dismissed the event as a hoax or a misinterpretation of natural phenomena, while others were intrigued by the evidence. Among the latter group was Dr. Edward Wainwright, a physicist with a keen interest in atmospheric anomalies. Wainwright hypothesized that the scorched circle might have been caused by a rare type of lightning strike. He proposed that under certain conditions, a highly concentrated electrical discharge could create such a phenomenon. However, his theory failed to account for the lack of damage to the surrounding ice or the mysterious chemical residue. Attempts to replicate the event in controlled experiments proved inconclusive. A suggestion arose that an unknown atmospheric event, possibly involving auroras or plasma phenomena, might explain the incident, though this too lacked concrete evidence. Over the years, Loch Morar's mystery faded into obscurity, overshadowed by other scientific pursuits and the march of time. Yet, it was never completely forgotten. In the mid-20th century, renewed interest in the case arose when advancements in spectroscopy allowed researchers to reanalyze the samples Fraser had collected. The residue was found to contain isotopes not naturally occurring on Earth, sparking speculation that the event had extraterrestrial origins. This revelation reignited public fascination, and Loch Morar became a hotspot for UFO enthusiasts and paranormal investigators. Some theorized that the scorched circle was evidence of a failed landing attempt by an alien craft. Others suggested it was the result of a secret military experiment gone awry, though no official records supported such claims. The glowing orbs and humming sounds reported by villagers were re-examined in light of these theories, with some arguing they were manifestations of advanced technology. Enthusiasts combed the area with Geiger counters and other equipment, but the findings were inconclusive. Despite these modern interpretations, skeptics continued to argue for a natural explanation. Geologists posited that a sudden release of methane gas from beneath the loch might have caused the phenomenon, though this too was criticized for failing to explain the precision of the scorched circle or the chemical anomalies. Another theory emerged, suggesting that a submerged volcanic vent might have temporarily released intense heat, but the loch's geology did not support this claim. By the late 20th century, the Loch Morar event had entered popular culture, inspiring books, documentaries, and even speculative fiction. The scorched circle became a symbol of humankind's enduring fascination with the unknown. While skeptics dismissed it as a product of coincidence and overactive imagination, believers saw it as proof of phenomena beyond our understanding. Today, the Loch Morar event remains unsolved, a tantalizing puzzle that bridges the gap between science and the unknown. The loch itself is as serene and enigmatic as ever, its glassy surface giving no hint of the mystery it once held. To this day, no similar phenomenon has been recorded, leaving the scorched circle of Loch Morar a unique and enduring enigma. Perhaps the answer lies in some yet undiscovered natural process, or perhaps it is evidence of forces far beyond our comprehension. Whatever the truth, the tale of the scorched circle serves as a reminder of the mysteries that still linger in the hidden corners of our world, waiting to be uncovered. It is a story of curiosity, wonder, and the human drive to seek explanations for the inexplicable, even when the answers remain elusive.